What's up guys, welcome back to Hypnotic Serpents. I know we haven't posted a video in a while, but now we're going to explain why.
Alright, just like Damien just said, it's been a while since we posted a video, and as you can see in the thumbnail, are we finally finished? And for those of you that's been following along with us for a while, you're probably wondering why are we making a video like this when we just started. Last year in February, we actually just started our Morph Market account and this channel. Now here we are 1 year later, a little over a year later, and we're doing a video about, are we finally finished? Are we going to be done? Well, before we answer if we're finished or not, we at least have to tell the story of how we got here, because we've had a crazy journey getting here and a lot of obstacles thrown at us. So we're going to explain that real quick. We're going to try to hurry up and rush through it. Then we'll explain how we got to this point right here to where we are thinking about, are we finished or not? And after we explain everything, we'll give you the answer of, are we finished or are we going to keep going? So at the end of 2018, my daughter wanted a ball python. So we got her a ball python, and at that time she only came over on the weekends. I was the one who was mainly taking care of it. So after taking care of it for a while, I started looking into it, to ball pythons. I discovered Morph Market and the obsession started. So by around the middle of 2019, I decided to start collecting them and maybe grow into a business to start selling them one day. Being that we've lived in the place that we lived in for over 8 years and we had no plans on leaving, we had a storage room that was connected to the back of it. And to get into it, you had to walk around the back and come in through the back door to be able to access it. So I went ahead and cleared out that whole storage place. It was kind of like a shop, but we used it as storage. And we gutted and cleared the whole place. And I had a motorcycle room that was connected to the side where I used to park my motorcycle at. So I went ahead and sealed that door up from the outside and tore out the inside wall, which connected it to the storage shop room that we had just cleaned and gutted out. And I ended up making the whole thing one big huge snake room, and it was pretty cool because it was, being that it was on the outside, it actually had like stucco looking walls. So I tried to make it look like a little cave. And not only did it work good and make a cool little snake farm, but it actually had a separate room inside of it for the incubator and the babies to be at. So that was pretty cool right there. It was maybe a little bit bigger than this one, or it's not the same size, but it had a separate room for the babies. So that was pretty cool. And right after I got finished with it and we started collecting snakes, we ended up getting an offer to buy property out in the middle of a swamp area that I basically grew up at. When I was a kid, the only thing to do around Zephyr Hills was to go to the Crystal Springs rolling rink or the Crystal Springs actual spring and swim in the spring. So when we had opportunity to buy property out here, I automatically loved it because it was where I basically grew up at. Not only that, my daughter lives right around the corner and we have friends and family almost on every road out here. So I really love this area, and that was the only reason why we even thought about leaving our place that we had lived in for over 8 years, and I just made a new snake farm at. So we decided to go ahead and leave and start completely over. And just to be able to move into the place that we were moving into, I had to fix the floors. There was holes in the floors and walls and stuff, so I had to fix floors, the walls, and the plumbing just to be able to move into it. I literally worked my hands bloody. I had pictures of my hands bloody working just to be able to move into this. While Amy and Damien were packing up the U-Haul, I was over here working my hands literally bloody so that we could move into this place. We also came with a 12 by 24 shed for a new snake farm, because the only way I was going to leave the place is if we could find a used shed to start a new farm in. So we came with a used 12 by 24 shed, but we couldn't do nothing with it until we got the place livable. So for the first 8 months of us working on the place and trying to make it livable, we had our 2 racks worth of snakes in the corner of our bedroom. So finally, after we got everything livable and where we can live comfortably in the place, we was finally able to start working on the snake farm. And we completely had to rebuild the snake farm. That was a used shed that was leaking in the corner, and it was completely gutted out. So me and Damien fixed everything, fixed the roof, fixed everything, and completely remodeled the whole farm. Sometimes I think it's cooler than the other farm, but the other farm was really cool. I wish I would have had pictures of it before we left, but I didn't even bother. I was actually kind of sad leaving it, so I just tried to forget about it and start a new farm. So that's what we did. So we started a new farm and started collecting. And after years of collecting, we finally felt like we were getting built up enough that we could start a business and even a channel. So last year in February, we finally started our channel. We started our channel and finally got on Morph Market, and everything went great.
Everything was going perfectly. We were doing pretty good on Morph Market, and our snake farm was the coolest one I ever seen personally.
Yeah, me and Damien built a pretty cool farm, and we were starting to get out there and meet people, and everything was going great. And then at the end of last year, on one of our last videos, as you can see, our Christmas video, we were really excited. Not only did we produce some of the coolest babies we've ever produced,
Definitely the coolest babies we ever made.
yeah, we definitely made some really cool babies. And on top of that, we were excited because we were going into our next year where we were about to start breeding some of the craziest and most awesome pairings we've ever paired.
Pairings we've been dreaming to do for years.
We've been dreaming of doing pairings like this for years, and now we're finally able to do it, so we're excited about that. And most of all, we're excited that we were right at the end of paying off our property, and we were actually looking into putting in new places on our property. So we were going to go ahead and pay off the last little bit we owed on our property and put in a new home on our property, and maybe soup up our snake farm too. So we were really excited. It was a really awesome time of the year, and we were really excited to go into this new year. But in January, at the end of January, after 6 years, we were told that there's a technicality in our contract that we've had. And after 6 years, it just popped up right when we were ready to pay everything off and put a new home on our property. This technicality just popped up and is now giving us problems and stalling everything out. So instantly, we just went from going into the new year thinking that we were going to have our best breeding season and our most awesome breeding season that we've ever had, and we're about to pay off our property and have a new home put up on our property. And instantly went from thinking that to not even knowing if we have a property or a home, and not knowing what we're going to do with our snake farm if we were to lose our property and everything. Now to the answer of, are we finally finished? Are we going to, is this the end of us? Are we done with this? Do we have to find a new place? And the answer is,
heck no, we're not finished. There is no way that we're quitting yet unless we absolutely have to.
That's right. We were starting to let it get us down, and it's been really hard to focus on videos because of what's going on, and that's all we can really think about lately. But we're not letting this stop us. We're going to keep going. We're going to keep breeding.
Especially because the stuff we're breeding this year is the stuff that we've been dreaming of breeding.
So yeah, we definitely ain't going to quit. We're going to keep going. So follow along with us, and we'll keep you posted on all that's going on. Either way, we're going to keep going.
Not only that, we have 4 clutches in the incubator.
Yep. We already have 4 clutches in the incubator, and 2 of them are from some of the most craziest pairings that we've ever paired.
And one of them is from our very first Justin Cabelica snake that we bought.
Yep, so stay tuned for that. That should be one of our first pairings that should be popping out. So stay tuned for that, and we're going to try to do better on making videos.
And our next video is about the snake that we've been showing clips of in this video.
Yeah, the snake that we've been showing clips of in this video is actually crazy.
And it'll blow your mind when you find out what's in it.
Yeah, when we tell you what's inside a snake that we've been showing you, it'll blow your mind because it's crazy. Not just what's in it, but the changes that it went through in this time period.
This snake has completely transformed from since it was born. So stay tuned for the next video to find out what that is. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and see you next week.
See you next week.
Always forget about the notification bell.